got it, bro. Alright, so hello again, guys. So today we're going to be doing something a little different. We've got a new frame to build. So the guys at Markhor and Adventure Cycles have been kind enough to give me a new frame to build up, one of the last Mark ones in the country before the V2 arrives in the next 4 to 6 weeks at most, hopefully sooner. So we've got the old one. We've started taking a few bits off of her already. We've reused the linkage in the shop, and I'll put the dropper cable in just so we can get her in the stand. But just take a minute to admire this. It's a lovely bit of kit. Super stoked for this. Going down to the details in the top tube. So, without further ado, let's get this bike build underway. Start stripping down the other bike and getting this built up. So we've got the rear mech on, we've got the brake bracket on, so it's time to start threading some cables internally. Now thankfully with this frame, it's all piped through, super easy, so it's a blessing from these guys that they've designed it that way, because I've worked on some bikes in the past that have been an absolute nightmare with internal routing. So let's get threading some cables, bleed this brake up, then we can get a motor and a battery in there and some wheels on her. So right then guys, that's all the cables in and through. Made a little bit more of a meal of it than I needed to, but building a bike outside isn't really the one, but we're on the road at the moment and this is what we got to do. So we're going to bleed up the back brake now, and then we'll get the motor battery in and we're all wrapped up. Well, so that's the brake all bled up. We've got the wheels in, So what we got left to do now, we've got a motor and a battery to go in. I'm going to give the bike a flip upside down to drop this in, just make my life a little bit easier. Then we're going to give her a good wipe down and get all my greasy fingerprints off of her. And maybe give the wheels a little bit of a clean, because it just doesn't seem fitting with the fresh bike and the dirty wheels. So, right, let's jump to getting this motor in. Try and get this wrapped up rather sharpish now. Weather seems like it's rolling in, and less than ideal being outside and doing it with the questionable weather, but so right then guys, we've wrapped up the build now. We've given it a wipe down. I've spared you guys the time lapse of me rubbing the bike. So here she is. My latest Markhor Kunlun frame. All the same bits that we were running before. Ohlins Air, 170 front and rear. The Hope Tech 4 V4s with the Fang M510 motor, 95 newton meters of power. We've got a 720 watt battery in there. The thing goes 4 miles. So there she is then guys. The Markhor Kunlun Mark 1. The Mark 2s will be arriving in the UK very soon. So keep your eyes peeled. And I'd just like to say a massive thank you to Markhor Cycles and eVenture Cycles for looking after me so well with what they give me and the help that they provide. Like, without those guys, we'd be struggling to do what we're doing this season. So big shout out to you guys. If you guys haven't already checked them out, go and check out their Instagram pages, the websites, and go and check them out. Markhor Bikes. You got it, bro. Whoa!